This afternoon, Venerable Master Miao Tsan, who is the founder and abbot of Vairocana Zen Monastery in Garden Grove, California, is joining us. He was ordained a Buddhist monk in Taiwan in 1992. Before coming to the United States, he frequently lectured on Dharma and conducted courses in contemplative meditation and Zen training for major Taiwanese organizations and universities. He is the author of Living Truth, Just Use This Mind, The Origin is Pure, Intrinsic Awakened Nature, Directly Actualized Buddhahood, and Meditation Guide. He lectures widely in the United States and Mexico and has conducted hundreds of meditation courses and retreats. His core belief is to lead people from every tradition toward an understanding of the all-pervasive, universally applicable truth that transcends time, race, and religion. He believes that the essence of Zen is the path for the dissolution of dualistic conflict and the resolution of disparate views among religions. And this afternoon, Master Miao Tsan is going to share teachings from his new book, which will be available for purchase and autographing after the discussion in the room directly ahead in front of us. And he's going to share some thoughts on the ultimate truth as expressed in Zen Buddhist teachings about peace, harmony, and oneness. He will provide advice on how to incorporate the practice of meditation into daily life. There will be an opportunity for an open dialogue as well as a short guided meditation and for your questions. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming Master Miao Tsan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Any questions? Any question? I believe that we are here for a purpose. I think if we talk about a purpose in life, everyone should be different, also be the same. The same one also different. Because all of us are human beings. We look different. We live in different countries. Our living style, belief, always different. But we are here to better our life. This is all the same, right? So no matter who you are, what you are, where you come from, we are all different. But we are all here for a purpose, bettering ourselves. Before we think bettering ourselves is a mission, also is a purpose in life. We should understand the idea of how the universe works for us. Because, for example, the Earth is turning this way. Who can change that? We had a better to turn the same direction like the Earth turns, right? That's better. So the universe turn in some way and have some rules, some principles we have better to follow. From my own opinion, or according to my practice concept, we have all type of difficulties, all type of sufferings. It is simply because our thought, our behavior, our habit violate the principles of the universe. So if we if we are here to better our life, to pursue for happiness, we should understand how the universe works for us. If we narrow the idea, if we make things more specific, for example, I always tell students, impermanence. We understand it. This is a simple concept, impermanence. Impermanence means thought keep changing. Physical body keep changing. The whole universe, all the energy keep changing. This is inevitable. So since the moment that we were born here to right now, we just keep changing, changing, and changing, changing, changing. Here to the future. Here to nowhere, we don't know, but still keep changing. There is no solid, fixed, never change things in this world. So history itself is a record of impermanence. So we all have our own histories. We all have our past. We all have our own present. And we all have our own futures. So no matter who you are, what you are, where you come from, impermanence is inevitable. Inevitable means you need to live with that. You need to know how to use it, apply it. Impermanence equal to you can hold nothing forever, even for 2 seconds, because I'm holding this book on the surface. This moment, I am myself. Next moment, I am still myself, but actually, I'm different, because my vibration keep changing in every single second, and the book keep changing, and the whole room, whole energy keep changing. Now you are sitting here. Later you are going to go back to your own home. So impermanence is everywhere, inevitable. This is simple concept. And impermanence also means we are going to lose everything. Nothing you can hold. Even your life, right? This is a matter of choose. This is not something you can choose. Okay, I choose I don't want to die. No, can you choose that? Let me ask you one question. If you have the option, if you can choose, you are going to die or not, what is your choice?
Not.
Not? Oh. This is a tricky question. If you choose, you are not going to die. Okay, your problem stay with you forever. It's okay. your old face stay with you forever. You like? Okay, you are going to look older and older and older and older and older. Do you like? Oh. And your problem, you are going to carry the suffering with you again and again. Okay, from time. Okay, is that good? Oh. This lifetime, I'm this short. If I am going to carry this short body forever, okay, everyone, 1,000 years later, people look at me, oh, still that short. Is that good? That's not good. You had better have a second chance, right? To look like a taller, less Sasha, oh, stronger. Isn't that good? So this is a different viewpoint. People think, oh, well, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Think about it. There is a joke. One guy, he sleep with the wife, but in the midnight, the guy woke up. And the wife asked him, "Do you have a nightmare again?" And the husband said yes. And the wife asked again, "So what is your nightmare?" And the guy replied, "I marry again." The wife said, "Isn't that good? You marry again, second chance." The guy replied, "It's not good because you still is going to be my wife." So that's nightmare. Is this good? So if we don't change, all the problems remain the same. That's not good. If you change yourself in 1 second, you become a different person. So in different viewpoint, impermanence gives us a lot of opportunities to make our life better. Since we can have nothing, and also we have all the opportunity. You can enjoy life and you can let the suffering pass. Isn't that good? You can have a second chance to make your life better. You always have a chance to make your life better, no matter who you are, what you are. Because of impermanence, you always have a chance to make your life better. This moment, I have a very bad idea. I'm a bad person. Next moment, I have a good idea. I become a good person. Isn't that good? If a thought stays with you, that's not good. You are the master of your thoughts. That's even better, right? So, come back to the idea, impermanence. Is impermanence good? I am going to lose everything. It's not good. Is impermanence bad? I have all the opportunities to change my life. But it's useless, no matter what we are talking right now. It is dead. You accept it, it's dead. You agree with that, it's dead. You don't agree with that, it's dead. This is a matter of choice. It's not optional. This is the rule we should learn, we should live with, we should use it, apply it. Because it's nothing to do with you agree that or not. It's there. Who doesn't agree with impermanence? Can you? You can't, right? That's why we need to live with that. This is a wisdom. Wisdom is not something you can create it. Wisdom is come from the realm, it's come from the universe, it's there. And look at it, okay. Come back to the idea, why do we have suffering? Because we violate. Only focus on impermanence, not even mention the others. Impermanence. Impermanence, this universal principle, if we violate this, we are going to create a lot of suffering. You are who you are, right? People always say this. You are who you are. I'm who I am. Don't talk to me that way. I'm who I am. I'm myself. Oh, if you say so, only two words I can say: congratulations or too bad. If you say I'm who I am, that means you don't have a space to change, right? You don't have a space to better yourself. You don't have a space. You don't have time. You don't have a chance to make your life better because you are who you are. I'm who I am. That means my bank always go with me. That's not good. Or either way, you are so wonderful, you are so perfect, you are who you are. Everyone should worship in front of you. That's good. Congratulations. This is congratulations. But obviously, we are not that type of person. So I always tell students, as a teacher, I have an obligation to teach no matter who you are, no matter what you are. As a student, you have an obligation to learn, to correct your mistake. As a student, you can make a mistake, but you need to correct it. You cannot say this to your teacher. I'm who I am. What that means? You don't want to change. You don't want to be better. That means my teaching is useless. So, why do we go to school? Why? People say, I can make more money, right? I can marry with a better person, right? It's good, right? It's most likely, there are reasons, right? And people say, I can have more knowledge. On the surface, the answer is yes. But the action, you go to school, isn't this is bettering yourself in order to have yourself to match the position you can have, you deserve to have. If you don't have the ability, how can you be treated that way? So we go to school in order to learn something to better ourselves, right? You learn more knowledge, isn't that better yourself? You learn how to do things, isn't that better yourself? You learn how to manage your money, isn't that better yourself? Of course, yes. You learn how to eat more healthy, isn't that better yourself? Yes. You know, you go to a painting school, you know, you want to learn how to be an artist. You want to better yourself, right? Better your skill, better your concept. So in many ways, we try to better ourselves, but we don't know. Without bettering ourselves, we remain the same. No matter how old, no matter how young you are, still. So life is a journey for learning, for bettering ourselves. So learning is another word. Bettering ourselves is a different, same concept, different perspective. But people rather to say learning. Because most of people think I'm good in love. I'm not here trying to show people my defective side. But bettering ourselves is the same. That concept, learning. The way we treat people. Since the moment we were born here to right now, we start to cultivate, to accumulate our experiences, our concept, our knowledge. Somehow, we all have our own foundations. Thinking foundation, talking foundation, just you have something behind it. Make you to talk this way, make you to think this way, make you to treat people this way. We all have different foundations. We all have different experiences. Somehow we cultivated our foundations. Also, the foundation is our tool to help us in life. Also, foundation is a limitation in our life. Because you can only think this way. You cannot, it's not easy for you to think another way. Is that so? Because you experienced that. You cultivated that. You accumulated that. It's not easy for you to let go of that, to put that down. You have to pick up that from time to time. So this type of person you meet, you feel anger. Next moment, different person, same energy, okay, piss off again. Because you cultivate it. You get used to your own habits. You get used to it. It doesn't mean that is right. But naturally, you are going to use that. And you are going to give your habit, your concept, a lot of explanation. Make it sound reasonable to convince people. Truth doesn't need to convince people. Truth is always there. So, why do I mention this? This morning, I went to a church to discuss dialogue with a revenue a pastor, right? Pastor.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a question. How we know what we know, right? That means how we know what we know is right. You make it that way. That's it. The simple idea is you make it sound reasonable. You make yourself think that way. You make yourself to think this is right, that is wrong. I'm sharing the information with you. If you accept and you digest from your own self, and that become, and this is my thought, and from your side, from your mind, from yourself, you are creating something to match my thought, and this is what people talk about sharing experience. But without creating your own feeling to match what I'm talking right now, it's useless. You know what I mean? So you are creating yourself to think that way, not myself, not me. I'm here to show conditions. And what pop up from your mind, what created from yourself, is your things. You know what I mean? You can create that. Many of you are sitting here. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. This is my talk. This is my talk. I'm talking to you. This is my talk. And from your background, from your own experience, you make a definition, you make a definition, you make a definition. You think what I'm talking, you think what I'm talking. You define what I'm talking and react to your own definition. My talk is one, but the answer become many because you come from different background. You cultivate your own background. So that's why you will think that way. So your feeling is different from others, unique. So you live with what you have created in mind, in yourself. Everyone has a house. You decorate your house differently, and you are going to live with the decoration forever if you don't change that. That's the idea. You decorate it yourself, your mind, your concept this way. You're going to live with that, use that. You are the designer. You design your house. So your house, or your knowledge, your concept will make you what you know. Understand? So you make yourself become what you know. So you create, which means you are creating your own truth. You make yourself to think this way, to do things this way, to judge this way, to listen this way, to act, to react to people this way. You make it happen with your own unique way. But, so we are all different. We are all making ourselves into different ways. So you have your own thinking, I have my own thinking. But whose thinking is right? Okay, you can ask me, Master, you are thinking your own way. How can you say your way is the right way? You can ask me, you can question me that, right? But among all the different, there is one thing in common. You can make your own way. You have the ability to make your own way. I have the ability to make my own way, and she has the ability to make her own way. This is something we are all the same. You have the ability to create your life this way. I have the ability to create my life this way, and everyone does. We are using the same ability and create the life differently. This is one thing in common. No exception. Life is very interesting. This is like a original. The life is more like empathy dish. Only this is empathy dish. You put an apple on it, it's going to manifest an apple. Who put apple on it? You. If you put an apple on it, the only thing the dish can show is an apple. Simple. Your life is very simple. So what you are thinking is just like what you are putting inside of yourself. That's it. You put an apple on dish. Dish is your mind, is yourself. You put all your concepts inside of this. You are going to manifest that. You are going to use that. Naturally. If you don't remove the apple, apple stay. Glue down. And you think with apple. You do think with the apple. Isn't that true? So, in everyday life, many people they focus on flexibility. Without the flexibility, everything will become so stiff. Just like my body lose the flexibility, it's stiff. Relationship lose flexibility, it's become so tense. With boss, with your colleague, with your parents, with so intense. How come that happen? Because you don't have flexibility. You lose the flexibility because you are not living with impermanence. You are insisting what you always insisted. That's it. So our habits, or you can say our attachment, or our unbreakable thinking, it's already violated the principle impermanence, right? Different occasion, different time, different timing, different occasion, we should do things differently. Even for same person. So there is another story when I was talk in a bookstore in Los Angeles, and in the content I talked to the student, you are the center of your life. If you change, everything follow you. If you don't change, everything remains the same because you are the center of your life. From physics, our mind, our thinking, our physical body has some certain type of vibration, right? Energy. You have the concept? And secondly, energy is inseparable, right? This is, follow me? My energy level is very different. Everyone's energy level is different. Your thought, your feeling, your emotion, consciousness, subconsciousness, your physical, your lung energy, your kidney energy, your everything energy, automatically connected with unknown realm, unknown energy. You don't know. Okay. For example, my energy will connect with this wonderful lady. Okay, obvious. Oh, this is my good friend. Oh, I'm very good with this friend. Okay, and my another unconscious, my another energy which comes from unconsciousness level. My energy connected to this bad guy here, very bad guy. I really piss off this person. But it's the same. You connected to a wonderful person. It's the same with you connected to this bad person. It's you connected. You know what I mean? One hand is this way, one hand is this way. Don't think, oh, I love this, I don't like this. Which hand do you want? Tell me. Your right hand, your left hand, or your hand. You understand the concept? Just you don't be aware of that. You cannot be aware of that. That's it. It doesn't mean you are so innocent. Don't think that way. Remember, without your energy, without yourself, allow or attract it come to you. Without your permission, it will never be there. Consciously, unconsciously. Understand? From physics, this is nothing you can discuss. Don't discuss. You want to resolve your problem in daily life, you should listen. This is there. That is there. If you don't accept it, if you don't realize this, and let go of what type or what level of energy you connect to this person, and untie the energy, untie the string, and let go of the string, the person remain close to you, till to the moment you take a last breath. Person, situation, difficulty remain the same because you hold that consciously and unconsciously. Because energy is inseparable. My thought connected to this level. My emotion connected to this level. My feeling connected to this level. My physical body connected to this level. A person's energy is much more complicated. It's many layers. Outside layer, inside layer. It's many different layers. And every single layer has its own connection automatically. Automatically, because this is physics. If we can take a big picture, if we have that kind of camera and take a picture from here, if something visible, something invisible, or you may say being invisible, being visible. If you can be able to take a picture, you can show the whole picture. Myself automatically, my energy automatically connected to the realm, not only you. So we should understand this. So the modern technology knowledge already proven this is the principle. So you yourself, who you are, or what type of your energy, already decided who or what will come to you. So bettering yourself, uplifting yourself is the only key make your life better. Okay, if you don't change, you keep your vibration, you keep your energy staying this way. People just pass by. Different person, same problem. Isn't that true? Mm-hmm. Because you are who you are, right? Mm-hmm. So problem is problem. This idea, you can apply that into your wife or husband. For example, if a husband go back to his home and just turn on the TV and watch TV and coffee, tea or whatever, every day remain the same. But one day you show flower, you buy flower to your wife. Everything changed, right? Atmosphere totally changed. Even if you think this is the same person, but if from your own different thought, different emotion, different thinking, the person is going to change. For example, this idea, this is a very practical idea. Okay, this is my good friend. This is my wife. Okay, this is my wife. I fight with the wife all the time. For example, because why? Because why? Because conflict, right? Conflict come from where? Insist, right? Ego, right? Ego, conflict, fight, right? If I show my personality in different way, she is going to show differently. If every day, okay, we fight all the time, but if I start to, I'm going to change. From the day, every day when I go back to home, I'm going to show my goodwill. A rose. I'm going to buy a rose every day and start to talk nothing, only good word. Either she's going to become a different person. Of course, you are going to attract a different personality from the same person. It's up to you. If you always use the same personality, of course, she's going to use the same personality to respond. Even same person can be different. It's up to you. If you teach your kids differently, they are going to respond differently. Same thing. Just like a little kid. If you say, you cannot do that, you cannot do that, when she's playing, you say, you cannot do that, you cannot do that, she always, okay, next time. If she's doing that, and you say, okay, you cannot do that, and she starts to piss off. You can say, oh, whatever, okay, you can do that, and for a little bit of moment and come back. And she will start thinking, how come today different? Mom is different. Conflict means there's no space. There's no space. There's already full, just like the whole room already packed. No space for new things. Insist, ego, make this happen. This is not a good idea. So, when I told a student, and one young lady, she raised her hand and said, Master, you told us, if I change, my life change, people change. Do you guarantee that? I said, yes, yes. And she started to say, okay, I fight with my boyfriend all the time. If I change, do my boyfriend change? I said, yes. You guarantee? Yes. It's an interesting question. Your energy here, your boyfriend energy here, okay? If you change, if you uplift yourself, if you change your vibration, change your energy here, right? If your boyfriend, he doesn't want to catch up with you, he remains here. Is it not good? You're going to find another better person. Is it not good? Okay. If your boyfriend starts to change, try and catch up with your vibration, you two still stay together. Isn't that good? But in the very beginning, okay, you listen to Master, or fight and change. And if your boyfriend doesn't want to change, you come back. That's the problem. So, don't wait for others to change. You are the key. Don't waste your life. Oh, he's not going to change. He's not going to change. He's not going to change. Why don't you change first? Your life just keep waiting. For how long? How long do you want to keep your life waiting? It's wasting. So, the moment we were born, we have account. We all have an account in a life bank. How long you are going to live in this lifetime? You have an account, and how many seconds, how many minutes, how many days, how many years. You have an account, and you withdraw in every second, penny. And we are all busy in different way. Some people are very interesting. If you have a very heavy, strong habit, if you spend a lot of time to fight, to talk nonsense, to waste your time, to wait for people to change, just like it's just like you are running very hard and keep changing your physical body, keep yourself tired, but on the same spot. Never move. You change for nothing. Time is changing, right? Space is changing, but you change for nothing. This is not a good idea. You should change for something. We all live with impermanence. Someone's life is getting easier. Someone's life is getting worse. Which way you want? Make your effort. Don't wait. Don't run me on the same spot and ask people to rescue you. Please come to rescue me. You can run away. Another interesting question. When I talk about this, one lady, she asked, how do I know when I need to change? That is another question. I reply, you are sitting on a chair, right? If there's a bunch of fire under your butt, if you are going to ask me, Pastor, should I leave? It will run away automatically, right? If you feel you suffer in the change, don't use the same thought, same feeling, same emotion, same attitude, same behavior. Because they're creating the same action, same results. And you claim you want to make your life better, but you are doing things in opposite way. This is not good. So understand, every single person is the center of his own life. You change, everything changes. You don't change, everything remains the same. Even face different, decoration different, but your problem remain the same. Because this is your lesson. Just like if you drop, okay? If you drop in the university, class might be changed, classroom might be changed, right? Professor might be changed, but you still remain the same grade. Same thing. Because you drop. You cannot pass the examination, you fail. Your boss may be changed, your friend may be changed, but problem remains the same. So, from every single mistake, we should learn. What is your share? What is your share? What do I mean by this? Because I connected to this person. So this bad guy appeared. I should look inwardly. What type of my negative energy make myself connect to this person and let go of that, and I pass. His appearance is telling me what angle or what direction of my defective personality created energy in order to make us connect together. Learn from every single lesson. If you don't do so, complain, useless. Piss off, useless. Hatred, useless. Talk about it, useless. Do it. Just the shoes Nike said. Just do it. That's even better, but just do it. You want things change? Just do it. Do it right. Do it right. We create all kind of puzzles. We create all kind of difficulties. We are here to dissolve what we have created. If you never created it, it's never happened to you. Everything happened for a reason. The reason, the only reason for everything, for everyone is you connected to it. You have your own shape. My energy, I creating energy, make myself connect to this person, good person, that person. Oh, no matter what type of person, no matter what type of difficulty, no matter what type of matter, no matter what type of situation, I connected to that, or to the person. I have my shape, my frequency, my energy frequency, match some frequency of the energy from here. I contributed my hand, and he contributed his hand. We hold together. My hand is my shield. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. My own energy is my shield. You understand?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what word you're saying.
Shield.
Share. Share.
S-H-A-R-E. All the good things, we have the share. All the bad things, we have the share. We are not, we can never be the outsider. We can never become the someone innocent. If you think that way, it's hard for you to digest that. And hard for you to really dissolve the situation. So let's learn how can we live with the impermanence. Live with our own creation. Live with our own difficulties. Withdraw our own energy. Withdraw and detach from our own wrong thinking pattern. Have a more flexibility. Insisting what we want, insisting what we are thinking, most likely cannot help the purpose. You fight with people and you think you are right. You emphasize you are right. Okay, you fight with your parents, and you think, you emphasize you are right. In the situation, okay, for example, I am fighting with my parents. Isn't this a situation? Yes. And in this situation, myself, I claim, I'm right. My parents, they are wrong. In the situation, just like in this room is a seal, and my parents here, myself, and full of all poison gas, and I say, I cannot smell poison. Can you say that? In the same space, in the situation, I'm part of the situation, and you say you are innocent. My parents, they are wrong, and you claim I'm right. I'm right. If you are so right, how come the situation becomes worse? Look at the fact. The reality, the truth. The reality tells the truth. You know what I mean? This is the chaos. You are in the chaos. How can you say you are so right? If you are so right, how can you become part of the chaos? I'm right. They are wrong. This chaos. don't separate yourself from the whole conditions, whole situation. You are part of, you are the contributor of the whole situation. So people, they do things this way. Oh, I'm right, but the result is so bad. If you are so right, how come the result is so bad? Let me ask you one question. If you are so right, how come you are so right? You are so right, and you're so right make a thing goes bad. What does it mean? You're so right. Is that the worst? Maybe you have a right concept, but you have a wrong attitude, right? Maybe you are wrong on the surface, but you are good intention, right? Something you wrong, you meant wrong. That's why the result is telling you. If your thought is right, your intention right, your attitude is right, your energy right, things should be right. Isn't that the idea? Just like a little kids. If you say, you cannot do that, you cannot do that, when she's playing, you say, you cannot do that, you cannot do that, she always, okay, next time. If she's doing that, and you say, okay, you cannot do that, and she starts to piss off, you can say, oh, whatever, you can do that, and for a little bit of moment and come back. She will start thinking, how come today different? Mom is different. Contract means there's no space. There's no space. There's already full, just like the whole room already packed. No space for new things. Insist, ego, make this happen. This is not a good idea. So, when I told the student, and one young lady, she raised her hand and said, Master, you told us, if I change, my life change, people change. Do you guarantee that? I said, yes, and yes. And she started to say, okay, I fight with my boyfriend all the time. If I change, do my boyfriend change? I said, yes. You guarantee? Yes. It's an interesting question. Your energy here, your boyfriend energy here. Okay? If you change, if you believe yourself, if you change your vibration, change your energy here, right? If your boyfriend, he doesn't want to catch up with you, he remains here. Isn't that good? You're going to find another better person. Isn't that good? Okay. If your boyfriend starts to change, try and catch up with your vibration, you two still stay together. Isn't that good? But in the very beginning, okay, you listen to Master, or fight and change. And if your boyfriend doesn't want to change, you come back. That's the problem. So, don't wait for others to change. You are the key. Don't waste your life. Oh, he's not going to change. He's not going to change. He's not going to change. Why don't you change first? You will have to just keep waiting. For how long? How long do you want to keep your life waiting? It's wasting. So, the moment we were born, we have account. We all have an account in a life bank. How long you are going to live in this lifetime? You have the account, and how many seconds, how many minutes, how many days, how many years. You have an account, and you withdraw in every second, penny. And we are all busy in different ways. Some people are very interesting. If you have a very heavy, strong habit, if you spend a lot of time to fight, to talk nonsense, to waste your time, to wait for people's change, it's just like you are running very hard, and keep changing your physical body, keep yourself tired, but on same spot. Never move. You change for nothing. Time is changing, right? Space is changing, but you change for nothing. This is not a good idea. You should change for something. We all live with impermanence. Someone's life is getting easier. Someone's life is getting worse. Which way you want? Make your effort. Don't wait. Don't run me on the same spot and ask people to rescue you. Please come to rescue me. You can run away. Another interesting question. When I talk about this, one lady, she asked, how do I know when I need to change? This is another question. I reply, you are sitting on a chair, right? If there is a bunch of fire under your butt, if you are going to ask me, Esther, should I leave? You will run away automatically, right? If you feel you suffer in the change, don't use the same thought, same feeling, same emotion, same attitude, same behavior. Because they're creating the same action, same results. And you claim you want to make your life better, but you are doing things in opposite way. This is not good. So understand, every single person is the center of his own life. You change, everything changes. You don't change, everything remains the same. Even face different, decoration different, but your problem remains the same. Because this is your lesson. Just like if you drop, okay? If you drop in the university, class might be changed, classroom might be changed, right? Professor might be changed, but you still remain the same grade. Same thing, because you dropped. You cannot pass the examination, you fail. Your boss may be changed, your friend may be changed, but problem remains the same. So, from every single mistake, we should learn. What is your share? What is your share? What do I mean by this? Because I connected to this person. So this bad guy appeared. I should look inwardly. What type of my negative energy make myself connect to this person and let go of that. And I pass. His appearance is telling me what angle or what direction of my defective personality created energy in order to make us connect together. Learn from every single lesson. If you don't do so, complain, useless. Piss off, useless. Hatred, useless. Talk about it, useless. Do it. Just the shoes, like you said. Just do it. That's even better. Right? Just do it. You want things change? Just do it. Do it right. Do it right. We create all kind of puzzles. We create all kind of difficulty. We are here to dissolve what we have created. If you never created it, It's never happened to you. Everything happened for a reason. The reason, the only reason for everything, for everyone is you connected to it. You have your own share. My energy, I creating energy, make myself connect to this person, good person, bad person. Oh, no matter what type of person, no matter what type of difficulty, no matter what type of matter, no matter what type of situation, I connected to that, or to the person. I have my share, my frequency, my energy frequency, match some frequency of the energy from here. I contributed my hand, and he contributed his hand. We hold together. My hand is my share. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. My own energy is my share. You understand?
I don't know what word you're saying.
Share.
Share. Like sharing.
S-H-A-R-E.
Okay.
All the good things, we have the share. All the bad things, we have the share. We are not, we can never be the outsider. We can never become someone innocent. If you think that way, it's hard for you to digest that. And it's hard for you to really dissolve the situation. So let's learn how can we live with the impermanence. Live with our own creation. Live with our own difficulties. Withdraw our own energy. Withdraw and detach from our own wrong thinking pattern. Have a more flexibility. Insisting what we want, insisting what we are thinking, most likely cannot help the purpose. You fight with people, and you think you are right. You emphasize you are right. Okay, you fight with your parents, and you think, you emphasize you are right. In the situation, okay, for example, I am fighting with my parents. Isn't this is a situation? Yes. And in this situation, myself, I claim, I'm right. My parents, they are wrong. In the situation, just like in this room is sealed, and my parents here, myself, and full of all poison gas. And I say, I cannot smell poison. Can you say that? In the same space, in the situation, I'm part of the situation, and you say you are innocent. My parents, they are wrong. And you claim, I'm right, I'm right. If you are so right, how come the situation becomes worse? Look at the fact. The reality, the truth. The reality tells the truth. You know what I mean? This is the chaos. You are in the chaos. How can you say you are so right? If you are so right, how can you become part of the chaos? I'm right. They are wrong. This chaos. Don't separate yourself from the whole conditions, whole situation. You are part of, you are the contributor of the whole situation. So people, they do things this way. Oh, I'm right, but the result is so bad. If you are so right, how come the result is so bad? Let me ask you one question. If you are so right, how come you are so right? You are so right, and you are so right. Make a thing goes bad. What that means? You are so right. Is that the worst? Maybe you have a right concept, but you have a wrong attitude, right? Maybe you are wrong on the surface, but you are good intention, right? Something you wrong, you made wrong. That's why the result is telling you. If your thought right, your intention right, your attitude right, your energy right, things should be right. Isn't that the idea? But the reality is in chaos. You can say, I'm so right, I'm so right. There's no point for you to say this. You just cannot see your own blind point. This do no good. But we all have, more or less we have this type of problem. You can see, every single fight, they will say, I'm right, right? The husband say, I'm right. The wife say, I'm right. So, if you are so right, you should live in a very harmony, very lovely life. How come? Like a battle. It's not reasonable, right? So, one time in the class, and a professor, he asked a student a question. When the couple of love, the couple, when they very close to each other, they always say something very tiny sound, right? Very close, just like a bird humming. Just silently, even a gesture, they understand each other, right? For a lovely couple, they really love each other. Even a gesture or even a tiny talk, they can understand each other. Without a word, without a sound, they can understand each other, right? This is the question. And how come when people fight, they always talk loudly? What is the reason? This is a question from a professor in psychology. The professor also is a psychologist, and he asks me, how come this happens? When two persons' mind is so close, they can know each other in a tiny thing. When two persons' mind is apart away, they need to prove it themselves as prove it. Himself is right. Prove herself is right. That's why they talk loudly. Your mind is so separate. So why do you need to talk so loud? Because of distance, right? But when you fight, even this distance, you still talk so loud. That means your mind distance is so far away. Isn't that true? This close, you don't need to talk so loud. Life is very practical. If you really want to make your life better, do something useful. Do something useful. Life is practical, very practical. People always say this to me, Master, I've been changed. It's not that easy. You've been changed. There are some people, they talk with you and in different attitudes, you start to piss off again. Change, you need to have change your thought, change your personality, change your experience, change your action, change your behavior. You need to really understand, okay, I have my own share. I contributed to every single relationship, every single fact. I have my own share. I need to look at the truth and really do something to change it. It's not only a thought. Really do something from your thought, from your thinking pattern, from your habit, from your behavior. Continuously. Because unconsciously, we are continuously to creating wrong thoughts, unconsciously, wrong action, wrong behavior, and created some mistakes unconsciously appear. And we feel so surprised. If you feel this is a problem, do something useful. If you try, it didn't work, that means you tried that wrong. This is a problem. This is a book. I try to push the book. I try to remove the problem. Just like, okay, I'm here. Okay. Oh, this is. You think this is a book. You think book is here. You think this is a book. How come I push so hard, but the book never moved? How come? Because you never really push the book. If you try so hard, your problem remains the same. Really look at the problem. Try again. Because probably you never really touch what is the problem. This is the real problem. Because this is people's excuses. I've been still a lot, but things never change. I've been a lot, things never change. That's reasonable, right? That makes sense. Because you are pushing this. The book is here. Reality, truth, tell no lies, right? You are lying to yourself. This is the answer. Do something. Try something. If you already tried, figure it out and try another way. Any questions? If we travel, first we need to have a map. And we need to try, we need to really go for it. Just like we want to make our life better, we need to have a rider understanding. Rider understanding. Rider understanding about the life. Just like the right man. Carry the right man and go for your journey.
So Master, what is the practical way of creating that positive change? How can we, when we go home tonight or tomorrow, how can we make what are the methods that we can use to change?
This is the reason I become a monk, right? first, simplify your life. Do something really help your life. Nowadays, many people, they pay too much attention to use these things. They ignore or forget their own problem. They spend too much time to look at the outside world. Something useless. Simplify life. And you have more time. For example, you watch too much movie, you don't need to that much movie. Nightclub, you don't need that much. Have some time to sit down quiet, to settle down your own idea, to think about your life, what you need to change. To have your mind settle down. Of course, you can. There are many different types of meditations. You can find a right teacher to teach you how to meditate, or practice some yoga to help. Because just like I mentioned, change is very practical. It's not a miracle. It's a long-term effort. So, if you decide you are going to change, you are going to figure out what is your problem. How can you deal with the problem and really work on it? It's not just say it, think about it. Because life is very practical. It's very, very practical. So after you go back to your home, everything, people remain the same, right? Decoration remain the same. How are you going to change? Same wife, same husband, same kids, same relation, same city, same TV, same program, same remote control. Do what you can do. First, simplify your life. Less TV. If you drinking alcohol, had a bad day to let it go. Smoking is not good for health. Let it go. Gradually. And I recommend it, if you have a chance to practice meditation. Meditation can help a person's mind calm down. And you will be able to have a more free, empty space in your mind to think. And meditation will help a person. We understand, we have the level of consciousness, the level of subconsciousness, right? When a person's mind comes down, and the level of subconsciousness, some of the level of subconsciousness will come up, become consciousness level. And you will be, you have the ability to be aware of it. And you have a chance to let go of it, to change it. Otherwise, the level of subconsciousness always working for you, but you don't know, you don't have control. This is an example. Many people, they told me, man, I don't have much wandering thoughts. But when you are meditating, you understand. Oh, when people start to meditate, they will tell me, oh, Master, how come I have that much wandering thoughts? Because you never shut down all the connection from outside. Now you shut down. All the habits come out. That's why you feel like it. In everyday life, because your mind is too busy. Too busy, that's why you don't have the time, space to notice you have wandering thoughts, because your mind is that busy. When you disconnect yourself from the outside world, the habits start to popping up. Thought. They try to working for you. Our habits, we covered all type of habits in the mind. All type of habits, they are like diligently servant. You don't need to tell them how to do. They will do that automatically. So now you close your eyes. All the servants come to serve you. Wandering thoughts. Please do this. And you, oh, how busy they are. You understand? And you have a chance to guide them. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And different thought will will connect yourself to different energy. A real positive thought, positive energy.